Just fired it up for the first time. I've rebuilt my Coleman 425E camp stove. When I got this, I found it in a barn. It was badly rusted, real dirty. The interior had a mouse nest, had wasp nest on it, so I wanted to clean it up, give it a new paint job, go through the components to see if they're working great. And I just got done firing it up. It's a little bit warm now, but I borrowed another canister from a different stove that I have. The original one, this is it. It was red, and I decided to go with the copper gold tone paint simply because that is another uh, original color that Coleman had used through the early 50s. This one is a 1956 stove. This one's a 1970. By 1970, they'd all turned to red, but I like the color of this, so I'm going to go with it. And I wanted to stick with either red or the gold, simply because that means that it is Coleman fuel, not to be confused with the dual fuels. Dual fuel meaning Coleman fuel, white gas, or when it's dual, you can also use regular gasoline. But the thing about the gasoline is they do tend to gum up inside the generators and shorten the life of the camp stoves. I'm undecided on what I'm going to do with the cover here. This, when I took the red paint off of it, I noticed there's a nice brass underneath it. I think I'll go ahead and shine that up, and then when I find my knob, I'll reassemble it and mate it up with the rest of the stove. I went with a hammered green from Rust-Oleum. The interior, I decided to go with the 1200 degree paint for the silver components, and 1200 degree paint for the, just like the fuel tank, for the drip guard below. Both of them worked out fairly well. I cleaned up the burners, had a nice even flame on them, and I also decided to do a little customized paint job on the top lid. This is also with the Rust-Oleum hammered paint. And with this, I have taken a camp stove that was wasting away in a barn, made it to a functional, usable piece of equipment again. So if my power goes out, I'll have this. Decide to take the kids camping, I have this. Obviously I have more than one stove, but we are prepared should the lights go out, and we just want to do it old school.